You're Krishna's registered massage therapist. So tell us a little bit about massage therapy.
Okay. I guess like the textbook answer is I manipulate tissue. Really what it boils down to is I'm hands on the body, looking for areas of restriction, stickiness, where the muscle maybe isn't so soft and pliable, and just trying to manipulate the tissue to get it to soften.
Sure.
Yeah, but I think for me, what I like to see myself, or what I like to say that I like that I do, is bringing awareness. So I'm a big believer in the body has every capacity to heal itself.
Right.
And so for me, I feel like what I do is just bring awareness to areas in the body that maybe the body isn't aware of.
Right.
And just, kind of like, okay, hello, like there's something here. Let's work on this. So just, I don't do any of the healing. I just point out the areas to the person's body that need healing.
Right. So, which is really kind of unique. Like I know massage therapy. It's like, oh, we're just gonna, work out your knots, kind of. Right?
Yeah.
I hear that a lot. And so I also hear it's like, oh, does massage therapy, does it hurt? Like, does she get the elbows in there and stuff like that? And so, but you deal more on, like you said, feeling where the resistance or the sort of the trouble spots. The trouble spots are, and you bring awareness to those spots, and that's amazing. Yeah, your passion for this just kind of bubbles up, and so tell us a little bit about sort of how you got into this line of I'm going to call it healing, because it really is a healing aspect of it, and bringing awareness is a healing aspect. So yeah.
It kind of happened, it wasn't very intentional, for sure. I mean, it was and it wasn't, in the sense that I was at a point in my life where I was working a desk job, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. My soul was dying slowly.
We can all relate to that.
Right? Yes. I was like, I need to go back to school, and I just didn't know for what.
Yeah.
So the relationship I was in at the time, the local paper used to do a spotlight every weekend.
Okay.
Feature pieces on whatever the topic might be.
Right.
So the person I was seeing at the time, he came home with a copy of the paper, and it had a spotlight feature on alternative therapies, massage, acupuncture. I can't remember what else was in it.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, massage jumped out at me.
Yep.
I mean, I have always had an interest in the human body, gross anatomy, just how everything works, how it's all put together.
Sure.
And maybe I was at a point, working the desk job where I was just desperate enough that I was like, oh my God, something, I need to do something.
Right.
But for whatever reason, massage therapy clicked.
Yeah.
And then it all kind of just happened really quickly from there. Like I had quit my job, applied to school, got into school, started school, all within probably like a 3-month period.
Wow.
So, and I find through experience that when things just kind of boom, boom, boom line up like that, it's like destiny, if you will call it, or fate.
Yeah.
So that's how I started massage. I think I'd had maybe one massage prior to starting school, so it wasn't even like I'd had a massage and been like, oh my God, this is amazing, I need to do this.
Right.
It was more just, I need to not do this, so I will try this. And thankfully it worked out, and I really enjoy what I do because, it was definitely a leap of faith, it felt like.
Yeah.
But also looking back, it was probably orchestrated by my higher powers, shall we say.
That's incredibly inspiring. Yeah. It really is, because I don't know too many people that would have the courage to leave their job and start school. And because, security is a big thing, right?
Sure.
So, yeah.
yeah, and school was expensive, and I had no idea like where the funding was going to come from, and
Yeah.
and the relationship I was in ended, and so like that security was even gone. So it was just
Wow.
like, thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
That it was
it's
courageous,
incredibly
'cause
important.
for me it was like survival. Like I was in survival mode, and I need to make this happen, and I don't know how it's going to happen. Yeah. So.
And incredibly brave.
Thank you.
Incredibly brave.
Yeah.
So when you're not bringing awareness to places where people need to work on or heal, what do you like to do for fun out in the world?
That's a very good question. Because I feel like that's something that I'm still exploring. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out for myself. Because fun was not really in the vocabulary growing up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have a dog who I adore.
Little Smudge.
Little Smudge, our little office mascot. So
It was absolutely adorable. Maybe I'll include a picture for our viewers.
So I do enjoy spending time with him. I have discovered tennis recently, so I'm really enjoying learning how to play tennis. Reading is a love that I've rediscovered recently.
What do you like to read?
Anything.
Okay.
So right now, I guess it's more nonfiction that I'm reading.
Okay.
But it's just anything about the body. I'm reading Gabor Mate right now, and just how the mind-body connection and emotions and how they get stuck and how they can manifest physically in the body. So all of that is very interesting to me. But really, I guess anything like psychology-based, why people think the way they do, how trauma influences how we engage with the world or not engage with the world, and all of those kinds of things.
Right.
So anything in that realm is very interesting to me. And then I just like nature, water and trees and the wind in the trees, and just being outside in nature.
Nice. Do you get out in nature often?
Not as often as I would like.
Yeah.
Again, there's some blocks I think to having fun. And what that even means. Or looks like.
Yeah.
So it's all a new exploration, shall we say.
Absolutely. And I think that might even pique a little curiosity in some of our viewers to go, I didn't really have fun when I was a kid either, or I couldn't have fun, or I had too many jobs taking care of parents or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a really good, I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. Excellent. Well, it was really nice chatting with you today.
You too.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.